Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's gonna be a reptile room tour of my friend Chris's reptile room. So he told me he got some new additions, so I can't wait to see what he has. So let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, hi there. How'd you know I was coming?
Someone gave me a hint. What is good, guys? Welcome back to the reptile room tour. If you guys haven't seen my reptile room tours before, you should go check those out, see what I've had in the past. So I do have some new additions in the room. There's like 1, 2, 3 new additions that we need to go through, but the lighting's kind of off in my room, and so you guys can really like truly look at and appreciate the colors of the animals. We're just gonna be taking them outside so we can get a real good look at them.
Oh yeah. Let's go, Max, let's go.
Alright guys, so now you can get a better look at the colors on these guys. You can see the difference between the pastel and the normal. Well, technically he's a het albino, but you can see this guy, he's going in the shed and you can see he's way more yellow.
Dude, I like this one, it's so nice.
Yeah, he's got a lot of iridescence on him. I've had these guys, I've had this guy since I was in 5th grade, so it's been probably like 11 years, 12 years, something like that. I've had him a very long time. He came in a little tiny cup when I first bought him, so he was really small. This guy has a lot of iridescence on him. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, to be honest, but especially when you look at like his head, you can see all the rainbow colors kind of coming out. I mean, I love ball pythons. I mean, some people say they're basic and like they're run-of-the-mill snakes. They're the most popular snake in the world, but I'm pretty sure as reptile keepers, ball pythons will always have a place in our hearts, guys. Pretty cool. Let's let them kind of crawl around a bit.
Dude, he was so close. I've said
it in the past, dude. My pastel poops when you take him out. It's disgusting. That's why I'm glad he's outside right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad he's doing this here and not in his cage, so I don't need to change his paper.
I was right next to him, dude, and he's like, "Boop!" I'm like, "What the hell?" Thing scared me.
Bro. Man, that smells gross.
That's
that gives me an idea. Every time I don't want to change out his paper towel, why don't I just hold him, bring him outside, he'll do his thing. Boom. And then boom, I don't need to
just like my tortoise. Every time I want him to, use the restroom, I just put him in warm water.
Yeah.
And he'll just use the restroom.
That's a really good idea, yeah.
Here they are, guys.
That's so disgusting. But yeah, they're cool. I like to let them out here. Every time I clean their cages, I usually let them out and just roam the grass. But to be honest, you gotta be, where I live, you gotta be a little wary because we have hawks in the area. And a hawk will gladly just glide on down and just pick one of these guys off if I'm not looking. I've seen one too many videos of that happening with people's pets outside. So that's kind of sketchy, but you just gotta keep a close eye on them. They'll be fine. They'll be all right.
Come back. Guys, they're choking me. These are so awesome, guys. I really want a snake, but as you guys know, my mom is terrified of these awesome guys. So hopefully they're really choking my neck. I can't breathe. I want to go for, I'm not really sure what the name is, but I'm going to insert a picture right now of the one that I want to get. All right, Chris, help me. These guys are choking me. I'm dying.
Come here, Rocky. Damn, dude, these guys are strong.
They are super strong.
It's funny because they don't have to work
he's
out.
He's the one that was choking me. This one was chilling on my neck.
So another pet that I have out here, guys, is right there. They are my Granite Spiny Lizards. Scientific name Sceliporus orcuti. Now these are really unusual lizards that you probably will have never seen at a reptile show or at a pet store. They're local lizards to where I live. And I actually caught these guys in a place not too far from here. And they're really cool. They're babies, but as adults. So what the babies look like is that they're going to be kind of tiger striped. They're going to be like black bars and a lot of orange. And the females will look like that into adulthood. But the males look sick. So the males, we could put a picture in there. But they're going to be blue legs, blue tail, purple stripe on the back, solid blue body. And I'm talking like collared lizard, aquaflame blue. Like, it's a really cool blue. So I have babies right in this cage right over here. We're going to have to walk up real slow because they're real skittish though. They get real used to people when you have them indoors and you can work with them, but I keep them out here. I like to keep them in the sunlight as long as I can. So let's try to take a real close look at them.
Try to be very slow.
Okay. There's one on the screen. Here, if you want, you can go around. You can probably, I could try to. Oh God, they're going crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Here, honestly, oh God, this does no justice. You can't see them.
No.
Here, we'll pull them out. We'll pull them out, guys.
You can't really see them.
Let me put the ball pythons away. We'll pull them out for you.
Yeah.
These lizards are incredibly fast. Like, super fast. So I'm gonna, and I lost one in my fence the other day, and I broke into my fence and got him out. But I'm gonna grab them indoors, and then we'll take them outdoors so you can take a look at them. So as babies, they're gonna look like little tiger stripe lizards. Here. There's another lizard over there.
I know, I heard it too.
Yeah. There's a lot of lizards in my backyard. This is, I don't want to make him lose his tail. Oh shoot. Okay, so you can see they're just kind of tiger striped right now. I don't know if you can see, if you look real closely, you can see a couple flecks of blue scales right there. That whole back right here is gonna get purple. Oh gosh, these guys are so nuts. I need to work with them. Maybe I should bring him inside so I can get him used to people. But he's gonna get purple all along his back.
Trying to bite you.
Yeah, they're vicious, man. And then their legs are gonna get blue, and the tail's gonna get real blue on the male. This is the male, this is the female. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. The female's gonna look like this her whole life. The male's gonna change way differently. They're really cool lizards, one of my favorites of all time. But these are real cool lizards, guys. Real easy to take care of. I live in Southern California, so I can house them outdoors. I mean, this is basically their native habitat. But if you're gonna keep them indoors, just keep them about 95 hot spot, a regular kind of fence lizard setup. Sand, rocks, branches. They're real eager eaters, really fun lizards. Anyway guys, let's head inside, let's see what the next reptile is. So the next animal on the room tour, guys, it's gonna be my Mexican giant horned lizards. Lizards, plural, guys. So last time, there was only one.
Can't see them.
I'll pull them out, don't worry, don't worry.
Stick them
Last
outside.
time when you saw there was only one, now I have two. So here's
That's
the
a
girl.
breeding pair.
Breeding pair. So this is the girl, this is female. Whoa, she's a little feisty. And now there's a male, and when she calms down, I'll grab the male.
Guys, do you see anything in there? Look closely, because I couldn't even see him until Chris mentioned it. That's the male.
Yep, that's all you guys are gonna see. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Look at that. I didn't know they do that.
Dude, it's
just
so
like
sick.
burrow under there.
I love watching them burrow. Almost all horned lizards do it. When you see them do it, let me give you the best impression of how they do it. These are my horned lizard spikes. And they go up to the sand and they go, and then they go in it.
Wait, how did they do it again?
They like go in. It's really cool. They're like one of my favorite lizards of all time.
Sorry,
buddy. Time to wake up.
Why do they do that? Just to stay away from the heat or what?
Just
to feel more secure?
That's just, yeah, they just feel more secure. That's how they sleep. Well, sometimes they sleep like that. Sometimes they sleep, that's the male. He's super bright. She's going in the shed. But sometimes they also sleep just on top of the logs. Here, we'll bring him outside so you guys can get a better look at him. So look at these guys. I love horned lizards. These are really sick lizards. Here.
Can I have them?
Yeah, you can take them, bro. So these are them, guys. Mexican giants. Scientific name, Pheronosoma azios. These guys are not your regular horned lizards. These are easily probably one of the rarest horned lizards you could ever find in the trade. So a lot of times at the reptile shows, you'll see Pheronosoma platyrhinos, common name the desert horned lizard. Here, man, these guys are, they're being a little much to deal with right now, yeah. So a lot of times you'll see at other reptile shows, the desert horned lizard. They're a lot cheaper, and honestly, they're a lot harder to take care of because these guys don't require that much ants. All horned lizards, if you guys don't know, need to eat ants, harvester ants, including these guys, but they don't need that much, so that's why they're a lot easier to take care of. Plus, you can give them supplements to aid in that in their diet. But they're really cool lizards, my favorite of all time.
Dude, when they have eggs, I want one for sure, okay?
I'll think about it.
You better give me like 5 of them.
I think I'll trade you for one of your Preterius.
Oh,
or your scorpion tail.
Dude, I'm down. We should do it.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Because I know you're planning on breeding them, so
yeah.
I'll trade you a baby azio for a baby carturi.
I'm down.
Scorpion tailed. All right, sounds good.
Look at that head bob. That's the female, right? On the right?
That is the female on the right.
Is that signs of breeding that she wants to breed or what?
Not necessarily. They just interact and head bob a lot. Yeah,
really?
That's so cool. They do that especially when it's feeding time. But it's a sign that she's ready to breed when she'll wag her tail straight up into the air.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to see if we can get them to eat? I could try throwing a worm in there.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. So you guys saw the first new addition, and then I have 2 more additions I'm going to show you guys, but we'll save those for last. So right now, I'll show you my adult male collared lizard. I bred this guy a little over 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeus's brother right here, you guys didn't know.
Zeus's brother. I mean, I don't want to like freak him out to grab him. I like to grab my lizards like in a comfortable manner, but if I have to, I'll grab him. Like, see, I don't like making him fight me to grab him. So here he is. Really nice blue aqua flame. Why don't we bring him outside again?
Yeah,
we'll get some nice so you guys can pick up the colors.
By the way, guys, he is putting hand sanitizer after touching every
From
reptile.
animal to animal, yeah. You don't want to spread any diseases or anything, especially after handling like wild caught animals or anything. But make me lose my train of thought, Edwin. What was I gonna say?
You're gonna speak about this awesome collared lizard here.
What's in my hand? So this is my aquaflame collared lizard, Oklahoma locale. That's why he's extra blue. Not to mention he's been line bred from generation to generation to generation to be super blue. His brother Zeus, that you guys know, has way more yellow on his head. So you're welcome, Edwin.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. I gave you the nicer lizard.
He does have a bunch of yellow on his head, but this one's kind of like faded a little bit.
Yeah.
But he does have those little yellow bands.
Yeah, he does have some light yellow banding, and it's on his back. It gets really nice right after his sheds. He's really a really good lizard, and something interesting about collared lizards, guys, is that collared lizards are lizard eaters, and one thing I think I'm going to start introducing into his diet is lizards. So morally,
what kind?
this might offset a lot of you guys, but it's just you want to replicate something that's part of the natural diet. So
also, what kind are you gonna feed him, dude? Like some anoles or what? Yeah.
So I'm thinking I could catch like local small species of lizards, like side blotch lizards, or I could buy like the feeder anoles or feeder house geckos. But the thing is, all those lizards that I just mentioned are going to be loaded with parasites. So I'll probably just catch them, pre-kill them. Sad. I never even want to kill crickets, guys.
Yeah.
But I'd probably pre-kill them, freeze them to kill most of the parasite load, and then give them to him. Because it's really good for collared lizards to have lizards in their diets. Most of what they eat in the wild. I just learned this from the guy that sold me my horn lizard, and he's like a lizard guru. He has, Edwin's met him.
Yeah.
This guy's got a lot
he has
of lizards.
so many rare stuff.
And a lot of like collared lizards and like desert lizards, like he's an expert on. And he says it's really good to give your collards lizards. As sad as it is, it's gonna be good for him. And I feel like it might make him grow a little more and just maybe probably feel a little more happier within his environment if he gets what's kind of naturally already available to him. So he's a really good pet. I love him, and I have future plans on breeding him.
This is Max here. He's really good at eating and barking at me.
Max is a wild caught dog from Craigslist.
He's a wild caught. He requires a lot of UV light.
He's actually a captive bred dog, technically. Technically, he's not a stray dog.
Where is he going?
He likes behind the couch. He feels safe.
That's his hiding spot.
That's his hide.
Max. Hey,
you don't want to keep them too.
He just follows me.
Max.
Ooh, just destroyed that. Dang, that was fast.
Yeah, they're good eaters. Next animal on the tour, guys. The adults, the parents to the collared lizard you just saw. There's the male up front. Big colorful male. There's the female, and she could have eggs in her.
Again?
Again.
No
Yeah,
way.
I'm not entirely sure, but it's very possible. She's fattening up pretty quick. They can have like 3 clutches a year. Like the last ones, let's bring them out outside, get some good views of them. Alright guys, so now you can see them a lot better outside. Here's my male and female. This is the male and the female collared lizards, the parents to the last ones you just saw. I've had these guys I've had the male, probably like 4 or 5 years now, since I was in high school, and the female not much longer after that. I got her for him. I got this guy when he was like a little baby from a breeder online. And you could see, I know he's really thin. And if you guys watched the last reptile room video, he looked even worse than this.
Yeah, I remember.
I wish I could tell you guys I knew what was going on with him, other than the fact that I think he could just be old. Because, I mean, he eats every day like crazy. Like, he's got the same appetite, and he even breeds. After the last video you guys saw, you can go back and see he looked worse. And after that, he still managed to breed with the female and create eggs. And like, animals usually will only breed in captivity when they're at their healthiest. So I really don't have much of an explanation other than the fact that he's getting old. I mean, he eats a lot. Like, I just showed Edwin right now. He just took down a cricket, no problem. I give him a lot of vitamin D3 with calcium, multivitamins. He has a strong UV light. I mean, there's not a whole lot else I could do. I'm thinking about dosing with Reptile to help him, but the thing is, he's so thin, I don't know if the Reptile would actually harm him at that point, because you want to give medicine to a healthy animal. So all I'm doing at this point is just letting him do his thing. Let him keep eating, let him keep breeding. I mean, you can see his color is still amazing on him. It's just the only issue is he's thin. He's not even dehydrated. You can look at his head, it's fat. A dehydrated lizard will have sunken in eyes and a flat head, but his head's fat. So I don't know, but I mean, other than that, guys, my lizards are doing great for me. I've got eggs in the oven right now. I got 3 good ones. I mean, he had his son last year for me. You can see he's active, his eyes are clear, he's licking, he's smelling. And the female, aside from him, is doing amazingly.
And that right there is true love.
Pretty much. The only issue I had with her is that she laid her eggs right underneath the heat light and they got real shriveled up and looked like little raisins. But I mean, I got the eggs to pop back out with a little more moisture. But yeah, these are my adult collared lizards. I love them and I plan on having lots of babies for you guys. So in here, guys, you're looking at all my Leucomela fine spot dart frogs. I just threw some flies in there. Obviously I can't bring these guys outside for you, but I threw the flies so you guys can get a good look in there in the vivarium. Also in here is the red-eyed tree frog. We're probably not going to pull them out for this video. We pulled them out in every other reptile room tour in the past. You guys can check him out. But it's just those. There's a guppy in the water section, and what am I missing? There's a house gecko in here as well. And I mean, this tank's doing really, really well for me. Most of everything except for the tree frog eats those fruit flies, even the house gecko and the fish. So the fruit flies are a really sustainable food source for everyone. And then I just hand feed large crickets to the tree frog at night. I try not to leave crickets in there during the day because I get the fear that like they might munch on the frogs. And then you might have seen there's like a couple superworm beetles. They don't bother anyone, they're just a cleanup crew. But really, really awesome vivarium I have. Super stoked for all these.
I like the water
creatures to
section,
live.
dude. Water
Yeah.
section's amazing. Look at that.
Thanks, I like it too. Thing is, I'm probably gonna get rid of it actually.
No way, really? Why?
Yeah. I have plans of just putting crested geckos in here, filling it with dirt, and then moving the frogs in this cage and putting a waterfall and stuff, fake background.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's really overgrown in there, but I kind of don't mind it, and I think they don't mind it either. Thoughts in that meeting?
Yeah. And there is the red-eyed tree frog. We're not going to take him out. He's sleeping right now.
Great view of his butt.
But I'll go ahead and insert a video of him right now. But yeah, he sleeps during the day, and these guys are active during the daytime, so they don't really bother each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned before, don't try to put your animals together like me, because you can run into problems, but if you do, just do your research. Send me a message, ask before you try to put things together. Can I put my bearded dragon and my goldfish together?
And you've had like this for a while too, and they've been doing fine, right?
Yeah, the only problem I
issues at all.
had was when, dude, check out the toe action. You see the toes on the leaves?
Yeah, they just, like,
I love
tapping
when
it.
dart frogs do that.
Right there.
But the only problem I had was when the paddle tail newt was in
The
there.
newt, yeah.
He tried taking out one of my dart frogs, and I was like, nope, that's the last
Has
three
to
gonna
go.
be in there.
Has to go.
So I brought out my baby crested geckos for you guys to take a look at. Currently there are 5. Here's, I believe, one of the newest ones.
It's so windy.
It's really windy. So these are all the babies that I have. There's 5 right now from my adult pair of cresteds. You'll see the adult pair right now. This is the oldest one. It's actually my girlfriend's, Sabrina's. Her name for him is Grizzly. We call him Grizzlers. He's the oldest. He actually only hatched just him. He doesn't have a clutch mate. But these 2 were clutch mates, and these 2 were clutch mates. I really like this one, guys. This guy, I mean, I'm not even planning on breeding crested geckos, but I don't know, like, kind of just want to see what he's going to look like in the future. He has even partial, like, pinstripe on his back. Wait, no, sorry, not this one. This one and these 2 had partial pinstripes on their back. So some of these babies are coming out really pretty. I don't know what my plans are for all these babies. More than likely to sell them to a local shop or friends that I know. Maybe keep this one.
Do it. Okay, now for the parents.
Yeah, now for the parents, and I have an extra male to show you too.
Yeah.
She really cares about Grizzly.
Making sure you guys are treating my baby Grizzly, okay?
We fed Grizzly to the collard.
I'm gonna feed you to the collard.
He's a captive bred lizard, no parasites.
No.
So here are my adult crested geckos. This isn't the male that has been breeding with her. This is actually an extra male that was given to me, and if you look at his eye, he has a retained eye cap. That's kind of one of the reasons they got rid of him, because they couldn't get it off. I haven't either. I might have to take him to a vet.
Yeah,
but he's just an extra male. This is the female, the mother of all those geckos you just saw, and the other male is being a butt and he's hiding in his cave, so we couldn't get him out.
Looks exactly like this, but with a tail.
Yeah. Actually, looks kind of like this one a little bit, maybe almost a little bit darker, but with the tail. But you guys know what crested geckos look like. I've had these guys, him only a few months, her 5 or 6 years now, mostly eating Pangea fruit mix, some crickets. She's doing really well for me. I'm gonna retire her from breeding. Too many babies, too much work.
Yeah.
But my lizards are making noise. But yeah, I mean, just really overall fun geckos to keep. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has crested geckos at this point in the hobby. But yeah, just run-of-the-mill crested geckos. I love her. Her name's Amber. He doesn't have a name. I haven't really planned on giving him names, so if you guys want to name him.
You stepped in the poop.
Ah! Alright guys, new addition right here. Oh, I'm not tall enough to hit it. You are. He's hit it like 3 times.
I know, like 5 times already.
Alright, but here he is, my Koala. His name is Henry, and he's beautiful, and I love him.
Henry?
So,
that's a funny name.
Yeah, I know, for a lizard.
Mr. Henry.
So Henry was actually, I caught him in Palm Springs, or actually a buddy with us caught him in Palm Springs, and we legally did it. We have a fishing license, so don't ever go collecting in your state without knowing your laws and regulations about how to, whether or not it's legal to find animals and take them home. But we found this guy, and I've never seen a koala in my life, and I just thought, wow, like this would be a really cool project to bring to the reptile room. So we took him. I mean, we found him in some rocks and we grabbed him up. He was quite a challenge to get out, but I mean, so far he's doing pretty well in captivity for me, and I do plan on providing him a mate. So we'll go back and collect a mate. That way he's not gonna feel lonely and like we just stole him out of the wilderness and he'll never get to make a friend or anything. Because I feel like that's sad. I feel like wild catching animals isn't like moral if you're not gonna provide them with all the correct home information, all the enclosure, all that, and be a mate. But I think it's all right if you guys provide a lizard or any wild animal a home, as long as you give them all the things that they really need and keep them happy. Because at the end of the day, all a reptile really wants is to have a home where he's free from predators. That's why lizards and a lot of snakes never leave their home in the wild. They'll stay there and they'll only leave to breed. So if you give an animal a safe place where they have lots of good meals, good lighting, and a mate, they'll be happy. So that's what I'm gonna be providing Henry real soon. I'm gonna be building these big melamine enclosures for him. And in the meantime, Edwin will be taking care of him. He's actually gonna be in your room collection soon. And we'll be feeding him lots of flowers, lots of greens. These guys are purely vegetarians. So it's kind of like an iguana. Really cool species, and I'm super happy to have him. Henry.
Henry. And for the last one, we have
a Sceliporus magister, aka desert spiny lizard. Yeah, he lost his tail in the capture, but we found this guy at a hotel in Palm Springs, believe it or not. There was two big males, and they were just running around by the pool. And I mean, I just thought they were so sweet, and we had the fishing license to legally collect animals. They weren't even in the wild. They were in the middle of the city. So I was like, this is basically a fence lizard, like in my area, on steroids. Like, this thing is big and beefy. He's like a bulldog.
Spiky he is. Look at this.
Unfortunately, like, it hurts. It hurts how spiky he is.
Look at those colors. Oh, show the belly.
Oh yeah, check out their stomach, man. Like, really colorful lizard. So you could see how blue and hang on, he's going a little crazy. Oh, he wants to bite me now. You could see. Come on, bud. Come on. You can see those cool colors on him. He's got the yellow and the blue. Now just think of the little lizards that were tiger colors earlier. They're gonna grow up to be bigger than this and more colorful. So that's why I'm so stoked on when those guys get really big, because they're gonna be just like this guy, but even bigger and more colorful.
Yeah, dude. Get bigger than this?
Yeah.
This is like a bulldog, dude. Look at him. He's huge.
Dude, they're sweet. I already got this guy eating out of my hand, and he crawled onto my hand yesterday. You could even faintly see, do you see that purple bar?
I see it. The camera can't pick it up, but see the blue right there?
Yeah, blue. That will be a solid purple bar on the back for the other lizards with blue, 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 solid blue stomach. I mean, like we said, we'll put those pictures so you see it.
I can't wait for them to get that big.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually be setting this guy up in a screen cage like this outdoors as well. Sceliporus lizards, like fence lizards, do really well outdoors. Yeah, unfortunately in the capture, this guy did drop his tail, but he'll grow a new one, no problem. I'm making sure it heals well and everything. Ew. That's so disgusting. But I'm making sure it's gonna heal back and he'll have a new tail and everything. But I plan on getting him a mate as well, trying to breed these guys just for fun, just a fun little side project. They're essentially just like my local fence lizards of where I live, just on steroids because they're huge. So that's why they're kind of cool.
Okay, and for the last one is a box turtle. So we usually have his dog Max find it, so hopefully he can do it. Max, where is he at?
Over here? You find it, Max?
Max, go get the turtle.
Max, get the turtle. There he is.
You found him?
Yeah.
Yes, good job, Max.
He knew the area. He's just gonna pinpoint him down. Here's Clyde, my three-toed box turtle. Let's bring him in the light. Watch out for the poop. Here's Clyde, guys, my three-toed box turtle. I wish I could tell you how old he was, but I really don't know. A friend gave him to me. He didn't want him anymore. And he was already this big when he gave him to me. And he's been living in my backyard pretty much ever since for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years? How long? I mean, when we started making these videos, I had him, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years I've had him. And I feed him mostly worms and bits of fruit, a little bit of strawberries here and there, raspberries. I'll just grab a handful of frozen ones, just throw them into the garden where he lives. I'm gonna be building him a pen, so that way I can be sure he won't ever escape like my other one did. But he's a cool little pet. He just lives in my backyard and just cruises basically. For the winter, he just dug himself a little burrow and was gone for like 2 or 3 months. But yeah, I mean, they do really great outdoors. So something I want to address about wild catching animals and just animals being bred in captivity and reptiles in general is that, like, what I personally don't support is how I'm sure this guy more than likely came into the pet trade. So a lot of box turtles and many other species are going to come in shipments by the hundreds, maybe by the thousands, to importers, and you're really putting a lot of strain on the environment when you choose to purchase wild caught animals in that manner. Like, it just does a lot of harm on the environment. It's just no good for the animals. But if you want to do a bit of local collecting and you do it legally and you're just taking one animal out of the environment, you're not doing a lot of harm onto the bio load of the in general environment of where you're taking from. And it's not as, like I'm saying, it's just not as harmful. So when you're doing something like that, I think it's not as wrong as purchasing wild caught animals. Now, this guy I didn't purchase myself. He was given to me and he needed a new home. But what I'm trying to get across, guys, is I strongly recommend you don't purchase wild caught animals from a pet store that came in for the shipment by the hundreds or thousands.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to my buddy Chris for letting me film his reptile room tour. If you haven't already, go check out his channel.
Yeah, I post all the time.
He posts like once every year, guys. But you're letting them down. You have like 1,000 subscribers. You gotta like post something.
That's almost 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost 2.
Alright guys, go comment on his video. Say, Chris, we want a video.
Give me some motivation to actually post, because you guys don't motivate me. Get me to 5,000, then I'll give you a video.
5,000. Okay, for today's post notification shout out, it goes to Reptile. Max, I'm doing my outro here. Come on, Max. Today's post notification. Max! Okay, anyways, today's post notification shout out goes to Reptile Brothers. Thanks so much for turning on my post notifications. If you want a post notification shout out, be sure you guys go ahead and turn them on and then comment when done. Chris, Max, attack him. Comment when done so I know who has done that. Damn it, Chris. I missed. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, peace.